And we're back,
Yes,
guys.
we are.
Welcome to the His and Hers, the Truth podcast. This
Yes.
is my beautiful wife.
Sim, great seeing everyone again, Kat.
Yeah, my name is Tuan, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today as we're going to do another reaction video. But before we get into it, as always, guys, quit shadow watching
No
out
more
there.
shadow watching.
Subscribe to the channel. As you
Yes.
guys know, we're pretty much shadow banned on the algorithm, I
Yes,
believe, at
we
this
are.
point, right? People are not getting notified of our content, guys. So please do us a huge favor, right? Smash that like button. Turn on your notification bell, although I know it's not working all the time, right?
Nope.
But obviously continue looking for content on our channel so that way you guys know when we post new content. And then, of course, watch the whole thing, guys. But, of course, share and, of course, comment, right? Engage so that way it kind of pushes us out there on the algorithm to help push the truth out there.
Show us some love. And yes, I mean, think about it. Truth, people doesn't want to know the truth. People want to be lied to. And we're trying to be that woke to wake you up and tell you the truth.
And
if we can just let people know the truth just 1% at a time and you guys share it and you believe what we believe in, then please do share it.
And as you guys know, my real big goal this year, guys, is the sharing the truth to my Asian brothers out there, right, guys? Because I told you guys out there already, the stats don't lie, right? Asian men are the least desired on dating apps.
Which is true.
Asian men have the highest self-deletion rate after, I think, Native American men. But let's be honest, right? In terms of like the biggest ethnicity group, right? Minority group, we have the highest self-deletion rate. And I really think, guys, I really believe it's going to keep going up and up if we don't get this information out there and change the current situation, right? Because, guys, you guys see it all the time. Women will say that they prefer every ethnicity when it comes to dating or marriage, but it's always going to be the Asian brother. And I get it, right, guys? My Indian brothers, I feel for you as well, too, right? Because you guys get lumped in with us, and you guys are the least desired as well, too. So, guys, yeah, all of us Asian brothers out there, let's share this out. Let's increase our value, guys. Watch the rest of our videos to increase your value. Because in this dating market now, guys, if you guys don't have all your values high, you're not going to get the results that you want. Yes, there's passport bros out there. I say that because obviously we're going to be watching a video here kind of related to the whole dating or potentially marrying someone outside of our culture, right? And specifically in the Asian, like, homeland. But, guys,
Well, it's not getting any
it's
better over there
changing.
either.
It's not going to be the same as we once was. This is what is going to be happening 2024 and moving forward. You know, it's going to only get worse. And if you guys don't prepare yourself for this, upcoming storm, you're going to be in a world of hurt. Okay, guys. So the title of the video we're reacting to today is from a content creator called Dee Añv. And the title is sex work, the P word, guys, right, seen as cheating in Japan? All right, so let's begin.
料金が発生するようなこういうタイプの性行為っていうのは浮気としてカウントされると思いますか？
されない気がします。好きだからその人とそういうお金払ってやってるんじゃなくて、なんだろう、日々に不満があるのか、なんかストレスとかわかんないですけどがあって、そういうところに息抜きに行くのかなって思っちゃいます。浮気とかじゃなくて。
なると思うよ。もちろん
Okay,
なるし。
so what do you think about that first reaction? So they asked most likely a married girl as well too, but it doesn't really matter, right? They interviewed some girl on the street, and this is Japan, obviously, right? Because it was specifically Japan. But let's just say this: I have a suspicion that this is going to be kind of true of most third world Asian, even just traditional Asian cultures. And so they said, do you think if a man goes to like a sex work place and rents a P star for the night, right, or a P worker for the night, is that considered cheating? And she says, no, the man is just there to
Relieve his
stress and stuff like. What do
because
you think?
he's working
What do you
hard.
think about that, honey?
Well, I know in especially in Japan, they do put in a lot of hours, and they do socialize a lot. Like they'll go out after they work, to stress relief. But well, I don't agree in part. Like they should go to the prostitution place to relieve themselves because you know how many disease and crap.
We recently shot a video,
not-
guys, where we said that Japan is probably predicting our future. And this is another clear example of what we're talking about. Because guarantee you guys, what's going to happen is that men are going to continually, and this I'm talking about the general guys, right? I'm not talking about the top 10%, 5% of men, right?
Yeah.
Those guys, right? That's why I told you guys all the time, we really only have two choices moving forward. You either going to become this top 10% of guys, or are you going to become the rest of the guys that have to deal with this, right? And so what I'm going to try to say is that the rest of us, 90% or more, right, is going to pretty much have to deal with the modern feminine woman.
Yep.
And then what you're going to do is eventually what you're going to say is that they're not worth it, right? Because all of them are 304s, right? All of them are boss babes. All of them demand the top 10% of men. And if you're just some average dude, they're going to be like, screw you, I don't want you, right? And so you're going to be lonely, right? You're going to want to think of self-deletion. And so what are you going to do? You're going to go hire a P worker to get the sexual release that you need. The other thing that's going to really blow up, and we've talked about this before, and specifically with Japan, right, is the whole girlfriend experience. A lot of you guys, a lot of men out there that are going to have not options, right, no options, you guys are going to go there not just for only the sex, but you're going to pay for just having this bond with the female, that feminine, right? Because that's the thing that most women nowadays don't realize. It's, yes, men are lacking sexually, right? We talk about how, you know, supposedly more than 33% of men are virgins or haven't had sex in a year, right? I think it's higher than that, I'll be honest with you. But also what we're lacking in this day and age is femininity. So there's a scarcity of femininity. And so that's what men are lacking. And so they're going to go to these places to get that. And so, yeah, women, I think the society is going to fall downhill because when women don't get the validity, the validation from men, the attention from men that we want, that they want, and then we don't get, obviously, the validation, the femininity, the sexual access, and specifically for men too, guys, I don't think women gets this urge as hard as men do. And I think that is the passing down of our DNA. Right? One, I don't think women really care about that because women can go to a sperm bank, right? And or they can donate a kid, right? They can, like, get a sponsor a kid, right?
But still, think about it when the child grows up. Or he knows better, like, where's my daddy? Where's this?
The point is, there's a reason why 90% or more of women have procreated throughout time, and only 40% of men have. And I guarantee you that number for women is not going to change, right? If anything, it's probably going to even be more because they're kind of like socially acceptable now for women to have multiple partners, for women not to have. Think about how many celebrities, guys, nowadays that don't have husbands or don't have boyfriends, but they just want to go not only adopt a kid, or they just went and got their, inseminated surrogate mom.
And they weren't happy. They still aren't happy,
They still aren't happy.
They still wanted to
They
find
still want
some
your own
man to
biological kid.
relationship.
Yes.
They still want a relationship.
The point is they can still have children.
Yeah.
So it's a cope. Whereas, let's be honest, with most men, because you guys are not deemed worthy, right? And it's not like someone's going to just let you go freaking have sex with them and have a kid with them unless you're willing to pay for it, right? And so you guys, and then plus by men too, I mean, we want to pass on our DNA to someone that is like our wife, right? Like we're very idealistic in this aspect, unfortunately, men are, right? Like we don't want to just go have sex and actually have kids with just any random stranger. Sex, yes. That's why this whole thing is such a big thing, but not kids, right? We want kids with our wife. Right. And
or
then obviously, and then have like a marriage, a nuclear family. And that's what we're willing to die and protect. Right. So that's going to be the future, guys. I really think if you guys aren't aware of that, in the next 10 to 20 years, that's going to be the future.
You guys, we need to change it. We have to change
I don't think it's going to change. Guys, it's not going to. Think about it. We had this conversation this morning. AI, robots, right? OnlyFans, and there's more OnlyFans creators than there are teachers. Are you guys aware of that? So my point is, every woman nowadays, it's pretty much enabled or like condoned that you can be an OnlyFans creator, right? And so women are going to keep doing this, and then men are going to kind of keep walking away. And so your options as a man is going to keep going down and down. This is the future, guys. We're not changing it. I warn you guys now, okay?
そういう人は行くべきじゃない。
いや、それは内緒でいけんじゃない。
あ、で奥さんとかには言わないものなんですか。
言うわけないでしょ、普通言わないでしょ。
言ったらどうなっちゃいますか。
言わないでしょ、汚いでしょ、だって汚ねって言われるでしょ、普通。
まあ、言ったら報告してくれれば、
OK なんですか。
はい、何で言ったのかなと思って、いるパートナーがいるにも言ったのは、何か違うこと、いわゆるこうスタイルのいい足を触りたかったとか、多分そのフェチがあると思うので、
それを言ってくれたら OK なんですか。
まあしょうがないですよね。持ち合わせてないものだったら 致し方ない致し方ないかなと。
なるほど。料金が発
Okay, so that was the end of the video, guys. So they talked about how, you know, the man, what would you consider it cheating? And you saw his answer. He said yes. Would you tell your wife no,
No.
right? And then, you know, obviously I would, you know, not to bring it up because obviously she'd be ashamed of me and obviously, right?
disgusting.
Whereas the woman before I say anything, did you notice what words she used that was a telltale sign of her not being a traditional woman anymore?
Well, because she's like, well, if he just goes and just touch a leg or whatever else. And
There's
I'm
a very
like,
key word though.
yeah.
There's a key word.
I know, but I'm just saying she, I don't know. For you to say that and not get upset and like forgiving whatever else, like, I don't know. She doesn't feel like she cares or love her man that much then.
It's just the ideology, guys. This is the problem about women. They're very malleable. They're very persuaded easily. And guys, the word that I'm referring to is the P word, partner. How many women nowadays do you hear say the word partner, right? Oh, my partner. I want to find a partner, right? I don't mind supporting my partner, right? Whereas you notice the man said wife. And when she said wife to him, the interviewer, he didn't correct her. He didn't respond and say, oh, well, you know, I would never bring it up with my partner, right? Men are very idealistic, like I told you guys. We're very still traditional, and especially my Asian brothers. This is the reason why this content is so important to you guys, because you still are thinking in this traditional mindset, right? Women, including our Asian women, are no longer traditional.
Nope.
They believe in this partnership. They believe in the freaking equality, right? Men and women are equal, right?
Yeah.
They believe that they can pay for stuff and be a boss babe. They can believe that they can have a high body count and it doesn't matter. And you guys out there believe completely the opposite. You guys believe the truth, but you guys don't want to open your eyes and realize that the truth is no longer here, right? The women no longer believe in the truth, right? And so you guys don't understand that if you guys continue thinking the way you think, and keep doing the things you keep doing, right? And then on top of that, you guys are already hampered by the Asian structure, right? Which is focus on finance, right? Don't worry about looks. Don't worry about status. Don't worry about your freaking height. Don't worry about all these other things that unfortunately all women find attractive. And you just think that there's going to be some Asian woman waiting for you there. It's not going to happen. Okay? And then, like I said, the way he's looking at it, the reason why, guys, it would be shameful if you were going to do that in a traditional sense, right, is because we're talking about the majority of men. If you're a top tier percent of man, let's be honest, most women, not all, right, but most women really don't care that you're going to have multiple partners. Right? They know what they're getting themselves to. I get it. Most women will say, oh, I can't stand that guy. He's a freaking player, you know, like he's a freaking a-hole or whatever. But they know what they got themselves into, right? You date some little celebrity, some athlete, whatever, some super rich dude, you know that he's going to play around, right? But when you're just the average dude, women ain't going to put up with that stuff.
Nope.
But what you have to realize now, like I just told you guys, is that the modern women, they don't care about that stuff as much anymore, right? And so you got to know the game. If you're playing a game with one hand tied behind your back because you believe that, hey, it's supposed to be fair because I got to tie my hand behind my back, and everyone else is playing not only with both hands, but they got weapons and they got freaking all these other things as well too, you're not going to be successful.
No.
What do you think about that last part, Adi?
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, guys, so like I said, understand that this is here already. Japan, like I told you guys, is literally predicting what we're going to see. Think about it, too. I mean, Japan has like the most like AI, you know, like they've been into AI, animation, sexual robots, all that stuff for
They've
like
been doing a lot of interesting things.
they're into all that freaky, you know, weird stuff. But it's also because, once again, guys, I think Asian people in general is a very like, and it's because of our culture, it's because of our society, right? But it's a very like good example of the future because men and women have been kind of in a way structured to be very specific in the way we see dating, we see sex, we see all these things, right? And so now when you see that happening on a global scale now, right? Because now you can see that, hey, you know, the men not only are the different ethnicities thinking the same way now, but you also see that the Asian man hasn't caught up with the structure,
Yeah.
right? And you can see in real time how that's damaging men, right? So if you're a guy who is still blue pilled, if you're a guy that's still living in the matrix, right? And you're low value because of your structures, right? Because at least the Western guys had the advantage of, hey, big, play sports. I could be a little bit more open, right?
And
I
they
can
make a little bit more money
Well,
because of our
even if they don't
in
make money,
America.
right? They had all these other values that was allowed, right? Think about my Asian brothers, right? How many times did when you guys were young and you guys wanted to play sports, right? Wanted to do other activities, and your parents were like, hell to the no, right? No, focus on school, focus on this bull crack, right?
Yeah.
Guys, lucky for me, I said screw it. I went to go work out. I played sports, right? But not all of my Asian brothers
Got a chance to do that.
got to do that, or
Yeah.
had the mindset to do that,
Nope.
right? So my point is, when we live in this structure that really teaches us to be very specific, and then unfortunately that created very low value men, you can kind of see the difference in dynamic, right? And it's kind of like I said, it's kind of like the opposite with the black community, right? Their women have been told to be the lowest value, whereas the men have been kind of, in essence, propped up to kind of be the higher values in
Yeah.
terms of at least like athlete, celebrity,
Yeah.
looks, and that type of stuff, right? So, hey guys, that's the lesson of the video, guys. Once again, just be forewarned, the future is here. Don't just look at this as a warning. It's already here, okay? Start changing now. 2023, August.
Up
right?
your game.
Get yourself ready. Get your values high. Be ready for the next decade or coming,
Yep,
because
very
it's
true.
coming.
It is.
All right, guys. Take care. See you guys next time.
Bye.
Join us as we give you guys a glimpse into our lives, give you guys advice, hopefully give you guys entertainment value as well too, and provide you guys better outcomes.
Yes.